Okay, this month it's not a very vast amount or big amount of books that I've actually read. I'm not going to make excuses, but generally life gets in the way sometimes, and some months are going to be better than others, and I need to accept this. My to-be-read book pile is huge, so it's overwhelming, but I think I've finally come to the conclusion that, I should just read what I want to read. If it takes me a week to read a book, okay, that's fine. At the end of the year, if I get to 50 books, that's fine. If I don't, I don't. It's about enjoying books as well, and I think sometimes the challenge is very constricting. I'm doing many challenges at once, and I'm doing well, but sometimes I think it's just important to find what was important in the first place, which is reading and reviewing and loving books and falling back in love with them. And I've been reading too many books that are just so basically these are the books I've read so far this month. Yes, I know 5. I would like to make it 6, but I'm not going to stress myself out today to finish Anna and the French Kiss. I want to enjoy it. I want to read it when I can. I've got my day off today, so I want to get a few things done. My plan is to finish it by the end of the week. That's it. I'd like to be reading about 5 books a month. So that's my goal. Anyway, the books I read this month were Lola J. By the time we read this, by Lola J. Loved this book. Loved it very much. If you haven't read it, check it out. It is kind of chick lit-ish, but it's very, very well done. Very well written. And I loved it so much that I went out and bought another book by her. I also ordered a book, Reaching for the Stars, of the Book Depository, and it was like $4. So if you are collecting or have read this book and loved it and want to get more, go on Book Depository. It's online, it's a free account, and you can get books cheap, and it's free delivery. And for $4, I'm really excited about getting it as well, but it probably won't be here for a while. So that's that book. Then I won't even show you the video, but I tried to burn this book. Don't laugh at me. Don't go, oh my god, you tried to burn a book. I feel very powerful about this book. I don't want anyone to read it. But that's just me. Lots of people will like it, lots of people won't like it, but for me, this book made me feel so sick and so down that even looking at it makes my head hurt. It did make some really great points, but for me, I would not suggest anyone read it unless they like to say it, unless they are very into heavy shit, really heavy stuff, which I was a while back, but now I'm not. My style and my brain and my life has changed, and that happens, and I need to get over that. So, life-changing book for me, really. I should actually have more points, but in regards to whether I liked it or not, no, I did not. And I had to go back to my partner's room to pick it up because I threw it on the floor. Anyway, the next book I read, which I fucking loved, I don't care if I just swore, but I freaking love this book so much. Oh, it was very hard to choose between, well, not even choose between, I guess if I'm going to choose a book this month, which was my favourite book, it would be Devouring, but it is very, very close to Lola J's by the time you read this. But I love this book so much. I think I gave it a 4 or 5 stars. I think I gave it a 5 stars, I'm not sure. But I love this book. I'm getting the next one in the mail. I am so excited to read it. Oh, I just love this book so much. And I don't know, I can't tell you much more. If you want to see the review, I've got it on my shelf. On my shelf. I've got a review on my shelf. Yeah, it's right between those books over there. No, it's on my channel. But this is Devouring by Simon Holt, and I freaking love this book. I am so keeping it. I'll get to that later. These are the 2 library books that I have. Yeah, I do get library books as well. I'm trying to support my local library this year. I also go and get some books to donate as well. I donated a few books to the library before. So any books that I don't like that I think that people would actually want to read. So I'm actually thinking about giving that to the library. But yeah, I will give it to them. How to Get Ideas by Jack Foster and illustrated by Larry Corby. Freaking love this book so much. It was another life-changing book, but in a good way. I'm actually probably going to pick this up later on, put it on my wish list because I love it so much. It made so much sense to me and it changed my life. Like, it really did until... Okay, I say it changed my life. I'm kind of in a depressing place at the moment, but I'm trying to get out of it. But this actually pushed me to do things. This pushed me to think differently. And whenever I think that there is a problem that I cannot solve, I think, right, there is 100 ways I can solve this problem. Think of something else. Think of 10 ways I can solve this problem. Guaranteed I'm pretty much out of the situation. So, definitely pick this up. It's an old book, but pick it up. I swear, you guys, if you are creative or anything like that, it is a really great book. It's pretty short too. It's got pictures. It's just wonderful. Anyway, stop babbling about that book. Lastly, I do recommend this for anyone who likes creative writing. It's called Creative Writing by Stephen May, I'm pretty sure. They have updated the book itself. I'm getting that one as well because this is a library book and I need to take out these green stickies. But it is brilliant. If you're starting out or if you're starting a second novel, or it doesn't really matter, there's so many different ways of creative writing. It gives you heaps and heaps of exercises to do. You will never run out of exercises in this book just alone. Like, I had to take out some of these, but pretty much nearly every page is littered with one of these green tabby things. So, as you can see, that's how many exercises there are just in that area there. Plus, I've taken more out, and I haven't put any in there. Because I figured after I had finished it that I would so get this book as a reference book because I really like it. And yeah, so excellent. That book is really, really great. It's pretty cheap too. It's about $14 or so, depending on where you find it. You might be able to find it on Amazon for cheaper or used or whatever. But it is a great book. So those are the books I have read in February. Like I said, The Devouring is my favourite, second Lola J. In the non-fiction area, How to Get Ideas would be my favourite. Yeah. So I've had a pretty good run this month, even though I've had so much going on. I'm so pleased that I've read 5 books. I mean, all these books here were really good. I think only when I got to the end of this book that I was very, very tired and I'd read it so much that my head hurt that I tried to get the last part of it finished pretty soon. But all the rest of them I loved, even if it took me a couple of days to read them. So that's pretty good. I'll quickly show you my shelf. I've changed my mind rather. This is going to be like, the top shelf here is going to be the books that I plan on reading next. Like, I plan on reading Wicked Lovely after I read Anna and the French Kiss. And I want to get to these sometime this month because I did say I was going to read them in February, but they might change. And then the second shelf will just be the books that I've read in that month. Sorry. The books that I've read in that month, and the last shelf is just my drawers. The to be read pile shelf will still remain the same. But I've put the books, the series books and stuff that I read up here because I CBF moving my old computer right now because it's sitting on the box. And plus I've got all my other books in there as well. So yeah, I know I don't really want to keep them in the cupboard myself, but it doesn't really bother me. It doesn't at all until I get a new shelf like this one where I can put all the books that I've read. I just want to keep it clean. I want to keep it fresh. I want my mind to be a little bit more open about what I do. So I read that book too. So yeah. So I'm hoping next month I'll actually be able to make a proper video. And like Jessica off Beauty Equals Hate. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I like her way of doing the end of the month thing. monthly wrap up, but this time I really can't do it because I just don't have the energy and I don't have the books that I really feel like talking about. And yeah, I want to do it properly next month. Also, I'm pretty sure I mentioned the challenge that I'm going to be doing. If not, it's probably because of my stupid video not loading. So I'll go through that again later on through the month. And thank you guys for watching.